In exactly 1 week, in 7 days, I will be turning 20. A new decade has come, and I've been reflecting a lot on my life for the past decade I've had. I like to do reflection a lot. Very recently, I started it, and I want to plan goals for next year. So while I reflect, I'm also going to plan goals for next year. So I might make a video also about planning goals for next year. But I was going to reflect and think about my teenage years, and there's a lot of sympathy I carry for my younger self, a self that was very insecure, a self that was never happy, a self that didn't love, was shy, was miserable, was bitter. And there's a lot of sympathy and pity I feel for my younger self. And I've been thinking, what advice would I give my younger self as I'm turning 20? Like, what advice did I learn? What did I learn from it? And what can I continue to carry with me into my older years? And those are a few things I want to talk about. So, advice to my younger teen years, to my younger self. Number one, which I hear everyone talk about. Number one is very simple. Don't care about other people's opinions or change yourself for others. This everyone hears. Like, obviously, don't care about other people's opinions. But as a younger girl, it's very hard, especially when you're just entering into being a teenager, entering into high school. It's very hard to not care about what other people think, and it's very hard to stay true to who you are. But it's something I really think about now, and it's something I really carry with me now, to never care about what other people think of me. Obviously, there's a difference. Like, you can still get their opinion and you can still listen to criticism, but you shouldn't base your life on opinion, and other people's opinion shouldn't be the validation you get in your life, shouldn't be what describes if you're worthy or not. And that's something I really wish I could tell my 15-year-old self, my 14-year-old self, to not care, to be herself and to do what makes her happy. And it's said so often, but it's a very difficult thing to do. But it's something I really wish I understood earlier, and something I'm definitely going to carry on into my future, because there are a lot of things people won't agree with doing that I really like doing and I agree with doing. So I'm not going to care about what they say. I'm going to stick to myself. Sticking to your true self. And having said that, that's like my next point, which is sticking to your true self. And by this, I mean also sticking to your morals and your beliefs and what you stand for. And by saying this also, you need to find out what you stand for, because I never used to know what I stood for. I would just change with the leaves. Someone is saying this, okay, I'm gonna do this. This happens, okay, I'm gonna do this. And obviously it's okay to change your opinion, and it's okay to get new opinion and try new things, but you have to at some point find what you want to stick with. What characteristics do you want to have? What morals? What are the hills you're gonna die on? And once you do that self-reflection and find out what you want to stand on and what you want to do, then those are the things you need to stick by. And that's something I also wish I would have done earlier, is stick to things, like stick to myself, stick to my morals, stick to my characteristics, stick to my beliefs, stick to them. Don't let myself be swayed by other people's opinions. So that's another thing, sticking to yourself. Be true to yourself is what they say. My next one is confidence. Talking about confidence, and confidence is key. Confidence for me is a big part of my life. Like, I feel very strongly about confidence a lot, because confidence, you can get so much in life. So you can get so much more. When I was younger, I had a friend and she was very confident, and a lot of things would come very easy to her. And I always used to wonder, why would things come so easy to her? And it's because she was confident and she would always put herself out there. What I've learned is, very rarely will people say no, very rarely will people deny you anything. My father told me that people always want to help, and if they can help, let them help. People want to be helpful. So in situations where you want to get things and you want life to be easier, trust me, confidence will get you that. Confidence will make your life so much easier, and it will get you to better places. So always put yourself out there. Take every opportunity, put yourself out there, be confident. And it's very hard to be confident, I know, when you're not confident. I never used to be confident, but I became it. I was forced to become it. Maybe I should make a video about that, becoming confident. But if you can be, like, even try just a little bit, doing a little bit of things at a time, just small steps to become confident. Because confidence, small amounts of confidence will take you a really long, small amounts will take you a long, what am I saying? But a small amount will take you a long way, and you build up to it, doing smaller things, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone until you can do bigger things. So yeah, confidence, putting yourself out there, put yourself out there, please. Life will be so much easier for you. Something I could also tell my younger self, like, put yourself out there, don't be shy, do it, like, go for the opportunity. It will make your life so much better. And having that, which is my next point, take every opportunity, putting yourself out there, taking every opportunity. And this is something like, I remember I really wanted to do sports, but I was very shy, and it was there, but I never took that opportunity. And it's something I regret, because I really loved sports, but I never wanted to do it because I was very shy. But there was an opportunity at present, and now for me, I take every opportunity. Like currently, I'm actually in the US. This is such a crazy opportunity. I never thought I would do it, but I'm gonna take every opportunity that comes to me and putting myself out there. And it's not something I was very happy about to do, but it's something I could see would definitely benefit me. So I am taking this opportunity. So yeah, please, any opportunity, take it. Especially free opportunities like at school, especially clubs, these things, do those opportunities, because it's gonna help you a lot later on in life. You never know what one door can lead to. You can do one thing and it can open up so many other doors for you. And then learn as much as you can. Please learn as much as you can in everything you do. It can be so many different things. It can be like from education, it can be learning a skill, it can be learning a hobby, it can be learning life lessons. Like learn in your youth. Take advantage of it. Learn as much as you can. Open your mind to get in knowledge. Learn, please. It's so nice to have knowledge on so many different things. It's so nice to educate yourself. And I encourage my younger self to teach yourself, not just on educational topics, but also on real life topics and on a lot of other skills. Educate yourself. Learn as much as you can while you can. Don't be afraid of failure, which is something I was terrified of failure. And because I was terrified of failure, I never did anything. I would never put myself out there, because I was like, what if I fail? What if I fail? And what if? You might fail, but you learn something. In failure, you always learn something from it. You learn what not to do next time. And I was terrified of failure. And this is like, I never used to take opportunities. It kind of all ties in together, to be honest. But yeah, being afraid of failure, and I missed out on so much I would have loved to have done. So don't be afraid of failure, because failure is always going to be a learning point, and it's always going to be a lesson for you. Do not fear failure. I mean, it's scary, but push yourself, put yourself out there. Failure isn't the worst thing that could happen, you know? You might fail, but life moves on. Life will always move on. You'll fail and life will continue to go on. Everything, which leads me to my next point. Everything I'm saying, which leads me to my next point, sorry. But everything will pass in its own time. As I've said, if you fail, it will pass. Everything will pass in its own time. I made a video about that because it's something I really love, especially now. Everything will pass. Everything has its own season. Everything will pass eventually. Whatever's happening now, good, bad, it will pass. Your trials, it will pass. Allow it to pass. Enjoy what you're doing now and allow it to pass. Everything will pass. What you're worried about now, in 5 years, it won't be there. It will go. So enjoy it while you can as well. Don't rush. Don't rush. You still have so much time left. This is something for me. I was just like, I need to do this. I need to do this. What am I going to do? This. And I was rushing. Like, I never knew what I wanted to do. But it was like my time. I was running a race. Like, my time was I felt like I didn't have much time. But you have so much time. Your life is just beginning. Like, I've been around 60-year-olds and they've had so much life. Like, I haven't even lived a half of their life yet. And there's so much to do. Your life is just beginning. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. Don't run don't go through life just hurrying everything, not appreciating everything. Of course you can sometimes, but appreciate. Like, slow down. Don't rush. You have so much life left in you. Don't be worried. There's still so much you could do, and there's still so much you can do. That's just a reminder. Even now, I'm especially gonna carry that with me. It's something I still hold to me. Don't rush. Like, I have to calm myself down sometimes. Like, you still have so much life. Like, where are you running to? Enjoy what you're doing now. Don't compare yourself and be like, other people are doing this, I have to do this. Don't rush your life, especially when it's comparing other people. Enjoy what you're doing now. Appreciate what you're doing now. You have so much life left. Even me, I have so much life left, hopefully. And then my last thing, which I kind of already talked about, is discovering yourself. As I've said, discover your interests, discover your likes, discover your beliefs, your passions. Find yourself. And it's so much easier to find yourself when you're younger. And obviously, what you like now might change in 3 years. But it's better to know what you like now. You don't want to find that out in 3 years. Discover yourself and continue to discover yourself. Discover what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. Discover what you're going to stand for, what you're not going to stand for. Especially at a younger age, I feel it's so important to discover yourself much younger. Especially, I think for me, if I discovered myself before I went to high school, there was a lot I wouldn't have done. And I think I would have had a much more pleasant time, because I knew who I was and I knew what I was going to stand for, and I didn't have to follow the crowds, and I didn't have to copy, and I didn't have to do all of these things I did because I didn't know who I was. Discover yourself so you won't be... Discover yourself. Discover yourself so you won't be changed by other people's opinions. Know who you are. And it's great to know who you are and to know how you feel and to know how you react. So as early as you can, discover yourself, and discover yourself constantly. That's something I'm gonna do. I'm going to discover new parts about myself this year and next year and the years to come. But I feel it's always good to do self-discovery. So that's what I've been reflecting on. So I'm gonna use that this year and next year, and I'm gonna continue using it and carry those things with me. I also am gonna make a goals for 20, like my 20 years. So maybe that will be my next video. The goals I set for my 20 years, because it's good to set goals as well. Thank you for watching my video. I hope this can help someone.